Elizabeth II Charles, Prince of Wales Elizabeth II Boris Johnson Dominic Raab Elizabeth II the Lord Fowler Sir Lindsay Hoyle Sir Keir Starmer Supreme Court the Lord Reid the Lord Hodge Andrew Bailey Monetary Policy Committee the Secretary of State for Transport, also referred to as the Transport Secretary, is the member of the Cabinet responsible for the British Department for Transport. The office used to be called the Minister of Transport and has been merged with the Department for the Environment at various times. The Secretary of State is supported by a small team of junior ministers. Each minister is a member of Parliament from either the House of Commons or the House of Lords. The number of ministers supporting the Secretary of State for Transport varies from time to time, but is usually about 3. The titles given to these ministers also vary. Currently the positions are held by one Minister of State for Transport and 2 parliamentary Under Secretaries of State for Transport. During the tenure of different governments, the title of Minister for Transport has been used to refer to the Secretary of State for Transport. One or more of the junior ministers are even both the Secretary of State and the junior ministers at the same time. From 2003 until June 2007, the role of Secretary of State for Transport was combined with the role of Secretary of State for Scotland. This arrangement changed on the 28th of June 2007, when in the appointment of his first cabinet, Prime Minister Gordon Brown assigned the responsibilities of Secretary of State for Scotland to the Brown, his Secretary of State for Defence. The names provided in the sections below are those who have served in a position equivalent to the Secretary of State for Transport. Colour key: Conservative Labour National Labour Liberal National Liberal. The Ministry of Transport absorbed the Ministry of Shipping and was renamed the Ministry of War Transport in 1941, but resumed its previous name at the end of the war. The Ministry of Civil Aviation was created by Winston Churchill in 1944 to look at peaceful ways of using aircraft and to find something for the aircraft factories to do after the war. The new Conservative government in 1951 appointed the same minister to both transport and civil aviation, finally amalgamating the ministries on 1 October 1953. Colour key: Conservative Labour National Liberal. Colour key: Conservative. The ministry was renamed back to the Ministry of Transport on 14 October 1959, when a separate Ministry of Aviation was formed. Colour key: Conservative Labour. Transport responsibilities were subsumed by the Department for the Environment, headed by the Secretary of State for the Environment from 15 October 1970 to 10 September 1976. Colour key: Conservative Labour. The junior ministers responsible for transport within the Department for the Environment. The Department for Transport was recreated as a separate department by James Callaghan in 1976. Colour key: Labour. Not an official member of the Cabinet. Colour key: Conservative. Colour key: Conservative. The Super Department of the Environment, Transport and the Regions was created in 1997 for Deputy Prime Minister John Prescott. Colour key: Labour MP for Kingston upon Hull West and Hessel from 1997 to 2001. The Ministers of State with responsibility for transport were: John Reid attended cabinet meetings, but was not formally a member of the cabinet, whereas Gavin Strang was given a seat in the cabinet when he held the position. The Department of the Environment, Transport and the Regions was widely considered unwieldy and so was broken up, with the transport functions now combined with local government and the regions in the DTLR. Critics argued from the outset that this was a mistake and that a post of Secretary of State for Transport was needed in its own right. Colour key: Labour MP for North Tyneside after Byers' resignation. Such a division was made, with the portfolios of local government and the regions transferred to the office of the Deputy Prime Minister. During the lifetime of DTLGR, John Speller served as Minister of State for Transport with a right to attend cabinet. Colour key: Conservative Labour MP for Edinburgh South West MP for Paisley and South Renfrewshire MP for Bolton West MP for Ashfield MP for Runnymede and Weybridge MP for Putney MP for Derbyshire Dales MP for Epsom and Ewell MP for Welland Hatfield.